Now, paper EL 6501, Unit 4, Lecture 4. We are discussing here SCR switching. Here we are discussing SCR switching. Last lecture we have seen that SCR behaves as a switch. That means it has only two states, on state and off state. That means switched on or switched off. It is profitable to discuss the methods employed to turn on and turn off a SCR. How to turn on and how to turn off SCR. So first of all, SCR turn on method. Here, this is the circuit. Anode, cathode. This anode, it is connected to RL and then it is given to the supply voltage. This is your anode. This is your cathode. And this is your gate. And the gate is connected to the switch. This is your switch. Gate voltage VG. And this is your resistance for R1. In order to turn on the SCR, the gate voltage VG is increased up to a minimum value to initiate the triggering. This VG is made in such a way that it initiates the triggering value. This minimum value of the gate voltage at which SCR is turned on is called gate triggering voltage. Gate triggering voltage, and it is denoted by VGT. I repeat, in order to turn on the SCR, the gate voltage VG is increased in such a way that up to a minimum value to initiate the triggering. This minimum value of the gate voltage at which SCR is turned on is known as gate triggering voltage and it is denoted by VGT. The resulting gate current is known as gate triggering current IGT. Gate triggering current IGT. For most of the SCR, VGT is in between 2 to 10 volt and the IGT is nearly equal to 100 microampere to 1500 milliampere. We shall discuss two methods to turn on the SCR. The first method is DC gate triggering circuit. DC gate triggering circuit. Now in this, from the figure, it is the typical circuit used for triggering an SCR with a DC gate bias. That means here we are applying DC, so we write down positive and negative here. When the switch is closed, this is known as switch. This switch is closed, the gate receives sufficient positive voltage, VGT to turn on the SCR. The resistance R1 connected in the circuit provides noise suppression and improve the turn on time. This is for the noise suppression and also it is used for the noise suppression and improve the turn on time. The turn on time primarily depends upon the magnitude of the gate current. The higher the gate triggered current, the shorter the turn on time. And the second is AC trigger circuit. AC trigger circuit. Now an SCR can also be turned on with positive cycle of the AC gate current. The figure is given as when we are connecting AC to the input of the circuit. So this is your anode, this is your cathode. Anode it is connect to RL, then connect to the positive negative DC supply, and instead of this is your gate, and this gate it is connected to the, instead of DC we are connecting here AC. This is your AC input, this is your cathode, the R for the noise suppression, this is your anode, cathode and gate. So this is your IG, right? What is our input? Input it is nothing but this is your positive half cycle and then negative half cycle, right? Positive half cycle, this much amount of current, this is your IG and this is your V. This is known as the device is fire in this point. Device, that means SCR is higher here, and this is IG, it is equal to IGT, that means gate triggering current. That means gate triggering current. Now in AC trigger circuit, the second AC trigger circuit, instead of DC we are applying AC and SCR can also be turned on with positive cycle of the AC signal. This is your positive cycle of the AC signal. This figure shows such a circuit. During the positive half cycle of the gate current at some point IG, that means this point, this IG it is equal to IGT, that means triggering gate current, and this device is turned on when the current reach to the IG, where the IG is equal to IGT and the SCR is in on condition. Now we want to get second method, SCR turn off method. How to turn off the SCR? It is your SCR turn off methods. Right? The SCR turn off pose more problems than SCR turn on. It is because once the device is in on condition, the gate loses all the controls. There are many methods of SCR to turn off, but only two will be discussed here. The first method, how to turn off the SCR, is anode current interruption. Anode current interruption. What is inside this method? When the anode current is reduced below the minimum value, which is known as holding current, at that time the SCR is turned off. At that time the SCR is turned off. The simple way to turn off the SCR is to open the line switch S as shown in the below figure. So this is our figure. This is switch S. This is your R. This is your SCR. Positive negative supply. and this is the gate. It is nothing but it is the trigger. It is nothing but it is the trigger. This is your RL, anode, cathode, gate. This is supply V. When the anode current is reduced below a minimum value, which is known as the holding current, the SCR turned off. Simple way to turn off the SCR is to open the line switch as shown is our figure, to open this line switch. The second method is the forced commutation. The second method is forced commutation. Forced commutation. In this method, the method of discharging a capacitor in parallel with the SCR to turn off the SCR, which is known as forced commutation. So for this, we have a figure of, we are using two SCR. This is your supply, positive, negative. Then there is a first load RL, there is a one SCR, second load R, second SCR, and this is connected to the ground line. In between this, there is a capacitor. This is your load. This is R, SCR1. This is your SCR2. The direction of the load current is like this. And this is your load current IL. Now from the figure, our aim is to SCR turn off method. This is the second method, forced commutation. This is the circuit for this. The method of discharging a capacitor which is in parallel with the SCR. This capacitor is parallel with an SCR to turn off the SCR. It is known as forced commutation. From the figure, the forced commutation of SCR where capacitor C performs the commutation. Assuming the SCR are switches which SCR1 is on and SCR2 is off. Now the current flows through the load and capacitor C as shown in the figure. When SCR2 is triggered on, C is effectively parallel across the SCR1. The charge on the C is then opposite to the SCR1 forward voltage. SCR1 is thus turned off and the current is transferred to R SCR2 part as shown in the figure. That's all. Thank you.